about it. I do want to take a moment though to talk about this. I was going to do a separate piece on it, but I'm just going to talk about it right now. This is the official 2016 Democratic Party survey that I received.
Oh.
The reason I want to talk about it is because it's pretty ridiculous. It tells me how disconnected the Democratic Party is from the people. First of all, the number one question is, which positions of the Republican platform do you believe are most troubling? I don't give a shit about the Republican platform. This is a Democratic Party survey. Which aspect of Donald Trump's candidacy do you find most? I don't give a shit about Donald Trump's candidacy. This is a Democratic Party survey, but the first two questions are about Republicans. Next, aside from Donald Trump becoming president, what election outcome do you believe would be most dangerous for our nation? The one that's not on here is Hillary Clinton becoming president. I don't get that option. I suppose option 2 would actually be Gary Johnson. Option 3 would be Hillary Clinton. I don't know. Although I don't know, Gary Johnson hasn't sold as much weapons and doesn't have the connections to death, so I don't know.
He supports legalizing pot.
He supports legalizing pot. Hillary will only take a stance on that when it's necessary. Here we go. Question number 4. 4 questions in. How do you view the Republicans' refusal to hold hearings on Merrick Garland, President Obama? I don't give a fuck about Merrick. Don't care. So that's 4 questions.
8 years ago, they said they wouldn't support anything that Obama did. Why should that change with Merrick Garland?
4 questions in.
I'm actually surprised that the Republicans aren't rushing to go back into session right now and ratify Merrick Garland, because they should know that Hillary's going to be picking the
more liberal choice?
Supreme Court. Yeah, a more liberal choice if they lose the Senate.
Right.
I don't know. They should be rushing right now.
Get that lame dude back in here. We like him better. So wait, but there's more. There's more. Borrowed from Lee Camp. But wait, there's more. Which actually he borrowed from somebody else. Section 3. Priorities of Democratic Party. This is my favorite. Because this right here will tell you really where the Democratic Party sits in terms of ownership. Meaning the people in control. The people in control of the private Democratic Party. Because on this list of please rank the progressive platforms from the Democratic Convention in order of their importance to you. There's a nice list here. Climate is not on this list. Every other thing, affirming universal health care, increasing access to Medicare, enacting laws to combat gun violence, increasing minimum wage, making college debt-free, adopting student borrower bill of rights, which is a doubling of making college debt-free, reforming other criminal justice system, committing to the jobs plan, fighting Republican efforts to defund women's health, expanding access to safe and legal abortion. Really? Not one. You know what? The most important issue for me is Democratic Party climate. But you know why it's not on here? It's because your girl Hillary sells fracking all over the world and war all over the world, and that war depends on oil, fracking. Mm-hmm. So we have a big problem here, Democratic Party. I'm not a Democrat because I don't give a fuck about any of these things. I care about the climate. And you don't give a fuck about climate. You care about Exxon. You've made that clear. So, what a waste of paper. What a waste of fucking paper. Send me that. I got big problems with the Democratic Party. I got bigger problems with the Republican Party and Trump. Just want to make that clear. If we want to change what comes out on that survey so that it's actually meaningful, then we have to replace the people that get to write the survey.
Right. Exactly.
That's what we've been working on.
That's something you can send. That's something that you have to send back in. They have an envelope and everything.
I don't know.
You could have fun with that.
Yeah.
What? What's got?
You're supposed to send it back in with a check.
Right. That's right.
Donate.
Yeah. So a bunch of Monopoly money and glitter.
Yeah, you're right.
Money and glitter.
I should just read you the rest of the question. You're right, because they are at the bottom is asking me for money. Which of these actions below do you feel would be most helpful to middle-class families closing tax loopholes, ensuring wealthy Americans pay their share of taxes, stopping companies from shipping jobs overseas. All of these are big, lovely things that are always said every time by Democrats. None of them ever happen. None of them ever happen. Which do you believe should be the most important goals for the DNC in 2016? Electing Hillary, winning back control of the Senate, winning control of the House, electing more Democrats. Well, shouldn't all those just be standard?
Right?
How about telling the fucking truth? That's one I have. Please rank the following elements of DNC election strategy. Nowhere on here is voter suppression and rigging, so I can't put that on here. Which of the following actions am I currently doing or committed to doing to help Democrats win next month? And then it asks me if I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff. No. And then the big, give us your money. I gave my money to Bernie Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
That's where my money went. Bernie Sanders and the 99%. And I will continue to give money to down ballot candidates. But I will not give any money to any establishment candidate because you're already backed. You've got big players.